Hi everyone, this is going to be a little bit different video, but what you're looking at right in front of you is this amazing painting that my husband did. It's really big. I don't know if you can get a perspective as to how big it is. There's our sofa, and it sits above our sofa. But what's really exciting about this painting is going to be displayed this weekend at the Edmonton Art Gallery in a show called Five Voices, I believe. And what's really exciting for me is I've always felt that my husband's art is beautiful and should be displayed in a real, true art gallery, and that's going to happen. So I'm just going to get kind of a close-up image. That's my dog. I don't know what his problem is. But anyway, and then there's also another display that they're doing. The theme of the other display is civil rights, because February is Black History Month. So every artist, or any artist that wants to, was asked to do a 12 by 12 on a specific canvas, and they're going to unite them all together into one big painting. So this is my husband's right there. He did that one of Martin Luther King. And then on the bottom part, I don't know if you can read it, it says God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles. It's from his I Have a Dream speech. And then there's some protesters in the background there. So that was his painting for the 12 by 12. And then my husband actually asked me to do a painting for the 12 by 12 part. So me being this, I don't think I'm an artist, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to do like an art journal page on canvas. So I'll show you how much work I've done on mine so far. There's my blank canvas right there. And I usually, when I'm creating a piece, Percy, just a minute. When I'm creating a piece, I usually only need one day. So I'm going to get started on that right now, and I'm going to let my doggy out because that's why he's barking. And do you want to go out, Percy? Do you want to go outside? Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to get started here. Like I said, I'm going to treat mine like I'm doing an art journal page, just on a much bigger surface. So I'm going to use my inspiration for my civil rights page. I'm going to use from The Help, the movie The Help. So I'm going to try to portray what I feel on the canvas. So I'm going to start off with some backgrounds. I'm going to start off with the grass here, and I'm going to do different shades of green. And then I'm going to work my way up to the sky with a couple shades of blue. So you'll probably see this all in very, very fast motion. So here we go. So here's my finished 12 by 12 canvas. Flowers were all stamped with acrylic stamps and then painted. And then I finished off the whole thing with Mod Podge. And I don't know if I showed the process of using real fabric for her head wrap. And I'm going to glue some little bows on her hair. And I had this really old newspaper. I love this. And on the page they had, I don't know if you can read that, it says domestic help, and I just love that. So I just put that on there, and I just thought it just says it all. So there's mica flakes in the flowers, so it really has more texture than what you can see here because the lighting's not that good. So there's garden of flowers that they're just walking through, and then there's roses, and then there's that domestic help sign and the script in the back. So lots and lots and lots of layers. And then I worked all the way around the edges, whoops, of the canvas. So there you go. Hope you like it. That's my interpretation of the civil rights movement, how I wanted to display it anyway. So here it is, Saturday, February 4th, and we're arriving at the Edmonton Art Gallery. And here is the inside of the gallery. And I'm first going to show you the 5 artists one love, the artists that were featured. So these works are very, very large, just absolutely some outstanding, beautiful paintings all along this wall. I'm trying to get as close or as far back as I can, but it was really, really, really crowded there. It was really neat to see so many people come out and appreciate the arts. It was just wonderful. It was catered event, and this is painting I loved of those 2 people. I don't know why I loved it. You have to imagine how big it was. Now there's my husband's Maasai people, and it just looked wonderful hanging in the Edmonton Art Gallery. I was very proud of him. And then on this wall there were some other works, and just along the end of this wall there was sort of some artwork. There was some photography. This one here is a photograph, and this one was beautifully done. If you could see how textured it was, that's a pair of altered blue jeans that just look so awesome. And then there was a metalworks piece at the very end. So those were the artists that were the main artists featured. And so now we're going to head over to the wall, which was the civil rights theme. And this was, I believe, every canvas on this wall was 12 by 12, and they were all the prerequisite. They all had to be done on the exact same size canvas, and I think it was a 12 by 12 with 2-inch border on the sides so that they were all uniformed. It looks so cool, all of them together, and everybody's different interpretations of what civil rights meant to them. And it wasn't all African American civil rights. There were some that had a real Middle Eastern edge to them, and some, that one there was very, very 3D, and some more realistic than others, and some, you know, very modern. It was just really neat to see all the different styles. And there's mine at the top there, and my husband's, and there's my husband right beside his, and there's his in a close-up. And then there I am standing beside my first ever showing in an art gallery. It was just a magical evening all around, and even made more so when my husband went to get the car. I was just standing at the front door waiting for him to pick me up, and I looked directly across the street from the gallery, and there was the Edmonton Sports Hall of Fame, and this big mural of all these famous athletes. And who's staring right at me? An image of my father. So that's my daughter there standing beside the picture. It was just so wonderful. So thanks so much for coming along with me and my husband to our first showing in the Edmonton Art Gallery. It was great. See you next time.